see me? Do you know who I am? Am I a friend or am I an enemy? Do you think this has helped to transmit the virus even more or helped to stop it? I can tell you this has caused more dangers than many people realized. You may be wondering, Samantha, why are you here? I'm here to persuade you that wearing a face mask and being forced to wear a face mask is just unethical. I am credible to talk on this topic because I've done extensive research on how face masks have negatively impacted our lives, as well as seen personally the impact of the face mask regulation on both my friends, my family, and business owners. To make this argument, I'm going to state a couple of things. Health effects, transmission through touch, an environmental hazard, and the facial recognition. Let's jump right into it. So, an example of a health effect is an allergic reaction. A friend of mine, Ashlyn Long, stated on October 18th of 2021, she said, "It hurt so bad I couldn't even open my mouth to eat. It was embarrassing because of the way people looked at me and when I had my allergic reaction. I couldn't go anywhere because of the mask mandate. Because of this allergic reaction, this is the face mask caused to me." This shows how a person's firsthand experience when forced to wear a face mask was negatively impacted both mentally and physically. Jonathan Ong of March 20th, 2020 had a study of 158 healthcare workers. 126 of those were between the age of 21 to 35 years of age. Participants of them included 102 nurses, 51 doctors, and 5 paramedical staff. 1/3 of these showed signs of having extreme headaches just from the mask. Have you had a headache? Just a really bad one? Well, this is a really bad headache. You could just take off your face mask and walk around and be just fine. And this is from our doctors that are being forced to wear face masks every single day. So, when you're forced to wear this face mask and you take it off, and you're constantly touching your face, because have you worn one? Well, it's uncomfortable. Olga Perskin on June 22nd, 2020, said that when you're wearing a face mask, you touch your face. And this is an extra way of transmitting the virus. Why should we be forced to wear something that's just going to transmit it? People touch their face, on average, 13 to 15 times an hour. That's just without a face mask. So whenever you add this poor fitting, itchy face mask, you're going to touch it even more, causing contamination on your hands, causing you to contaminate other things, such as handles, doors, railings, or even tables. Keeping good hygiene and social distancing has shown way more of a decrease in impact on stopping the virus than adding a face mask. Aubrey Sexton on October 17th of 2021 stated that she felt that she didn't touch her face near the amount this year as she did last year, and she's also made the connection of the virus has stopped in her school. It's slowed down so much. When we touch our face and touch things and take this off, this uncomfortable face mask, and we throw it away, causing a massive amount of waste, affecting our environment. Olga Perskins on June 22nd of 2020 said that when wearing a disposable face mask, you create an extreme waste. If the entire UK wore a face mask daily, it would create 42,000 tons of unrecyclable plastic in just a year. This is an extreme waste, and this is only for the UK. Have you seen the UK? And it doesn't even stop the virus. Many animals cannot see how this looks, and they think it's prey, causing them to eat it, causing them to eventually die. If they don't die from eating this face mask by choking on it, they die from the lack of nutrients. And that causes them to die of a slow and painful death because you wanted to wear a face mask. In a study by Fumi Yadia on June 25th of 2021, Oceans Asia, a marine conservation group based in Hong Kong, estimated last year that 1.56 billion untreated face masks entered the oceans in 2020 during the pandemic. We are required to wear a face mask, and when we wear this, we're affecting our environment in a negative way. The thing we wear is more negatively affecting our environment than is doing good to our health. Would you rather help the environment or use this small material to protect yourself on something that may or may not even prevent the spread? Face masks affect our environment, but they have also affected our safety and our own environment. Paul Haskell on September 6th of 2020 said that facial signatures are based on a mathematical model of relative position and facial features, such as anything that reduces the visibility of these key characteristics, such as the nose, mouth, and chin, interferes with our facial recognition. There are already many ways to evade or interfere with facial recognition technique. So when we cover up these key facial features, do you ever think you're in danger? I look at the Contra Valley homepage and look and see who I may or may not want to look out for on the street. I'm going to look out and make sure that the predator that I'm walking my little sister is not near. So whenever you have that face mask on, you can't see if that's the predator that you saw online anymore. So you have to watch out even more. Mrs. Urbanky, Tammy, on October 21st of 2021, said that in all of last year, whenever she knew her students and saw them, she could not recognize them between if they had a face mask on versus if they didn't. And that's because she couldn't see the facial recognitions. So it's my hope and this evidence that it's being, such as health effects, transmission through touch, and environmental hazard and facial recognition, this has helped you to understand that being forced to wear a face mask isn't right. With the combination of both real life and firsthand experiences and the facts that I have stated that have negatively impacted our lives so much that you would choose to not want to force somebody to wear a face mask even though it's doing so much damage to our things. So what do you choose?